Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Today is the 32nd day for our Palo Alto firewall training series. In this video, I am going to explain you how we can configure site-to-site VPN with certificate for IKEv2. And in this video, I am going to cover in a very detailed manner what is certificate, why we need certificate, how we can generate certificate inside the device, how to configure site-to-site VPN with the certificate, and what are the troubleshooting steps that whenever you stuck up in real-time environment, what are the commands that you have to look for, and what are the output that you have to look into to troubleshoot further in this. So I'll highly recommend you to please watch this video till then so that you can understand how certificate works, what exactly it is, and how we can do it in site-to-site VPN. And also I'll request you to please subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon so that you never miss a video from me. So without any further delay, let's get started. So friends, first of all, we'll try and understand what is certificate. So to understand a certificate, we'll take an example. Let's suppose you taken an admission into a university, right, to complete your degree. So once you complete your degree, you'll get a certificate which certifies that you have completed a degree in this university. Now this university is recognized by the government, right? Whatever country you live in, the government will certify this certificate that you have completed from this university, right? Same way, if you want to prove your identity in computer networking, you need a certificate. Now, first of all, to understand the certificate further, we'll try and understand what are the hierarchy of it, okay? And we'll correlate with this example so that the concept will be very clearer. So the certificate hierarchy looks very simple. We have something called as CA authority, which is known as root CA, and we have sub CA, which actually issues a certificate to the devices so that they can prove their identity. Same way, we have government, which recognize universities, and universities will also issues certificate to the student once they complete their degree. So friends, I will explain you in a practical way. So let me rub this off and we'll go to the browser first, and we'll see how many root servers we have. So these are the root servers that we have in the world. Now let's say if I want to go to google.com and see what certificate google.com is using, then what we have to do is we have to browse this one and we have to go to the certificate details, more information, and view certificate. So this has been issued by Global Sign. This is a root CA and this is a sub CA which has been issued to, the certificate is issued by GTS CA101 to Google server, right? So friends, now we'll go to yahoo.com and we'll see which certificate yahoo.com is using, okay? Now we'll go to the certificate, more information, view certificate. Now we can see it has been issued by DZ Cert and it's been given a authority to this sub CA that he can issue the certificate to yahoo.com, okay? So this is how the hierarchy works over here. So friends, let's suppose a device has got a certificate from Global Sign, right? And another device has got a certificate from DG Cert, right? So whether they gonna trust each other or not, because we are proving our identity with help of these certificates, which has been issued by these two CA servers. Okay, they gonna trust each other, yes or no? The answer is yes, because they are CA servers. I'll just give you an example. Let's say this student wants to go out of the country and he wants to study higher education, right? So this candidate will get admission in the new college to pursue his higher education on the basis of this certificate which is been issued by this university and which is recognized by this government. Same way, they're gonna trust each other because it's been issued by this root CAs. They're gonna check who is the issuer of the certificate, and they're gonna trust each other. So now we understood what is certificate. Now why we need certificate? The need of the certificate to prove our identity in computer network, that I am PC1 or PC2 or PC3, whatever it is. In computer network, to prove your identity, you need a certificate. So now friends, we'll move on to the lab and we'll configure how to generate a certificate and how to configure the certificate to establish a site-to-site VPN between two Palo Alto firewalls. Okay. So friends, before we start the lab, I just wanted to mention the IP schema that we are using. So this is our private range. This will be our public range. This is site to private range, and this is our MGMT environment where we are managing both the devices. Okay, and I'm using the same IP schema which I have used in my previous video. Okay, and also I've explained what exactly the difference between IKEv1 versus IKEv2. One of our friend has asked about what is the difference between IKE version 1 and 2. So I'll link the videos in the I button. If you just click on the I button, you'll get the video. Otherwise, I'll be putting in the description box as well. And also I have mentioned the steps in very detailed manner in my previous video, that what are the steps that IKEv2 follows to establish a site-to-site VPN tunnel. So in this video, what I'm going to do is I am going to generate certificate. Okay, then I'm going to configure the certificate and will test the connection, and after that I'll put some troubleshooting steps. During this configuration time, I'll be putting some troubleshooting steps that I am going to show you during the configuration time itself, so that whenever you stuck up somewhere, you can just refer those things and you'll get to know what exactly is happening. Okay, so let's get into the lab. So friends, now we'll log into the device first. So we have two sites and I'll be logging to both the firewalls now. Admin. Okay, and we'll just click on OK. So let it start. So friends, we are logging to the device, and now we'll go to the device section and we'll generate a certificate. So why we are generating this certificate? Because as I was explaining that we need a CA server, and the CA server will give authority to sub CA so that they can issue certificate to devices. But here we are not using any sub CA. We are making this Palo Alto as a CA server. Okay, and then we'll be issuing the certificate to this device itself so that he can use in the VPN connection, right? So let me show you how to do that. So friends, now we'll give a name to it. So I'm just giving a name, site-to-site VPN. You can give any name, and the common name will be VPN, and I'm making as a secure certificate authority. And if you want to add any attributes or something, you can add it over here. I'm not adding it right now. I'm just generating the certificate. So we have successfully generated the key pair for site-to-site VPN. So now friends, we'll generate one more certificate which will be a self-signed certificate, and it has to be signed by our certificate authority which we have created just now. So we'll just give a name which is like VPN1, or maybe I can just give as site to site 1. Okay, site 1, and it has to be signed by site-to-site VPN that we have created just now, and will generate a certificate. So now we have successfully generated the certificate over here. Okay, now we have to export this CA certificate so that we can move it to another device. So we have made this one as a CA root server, like the CA certificate. Now we'll take the certificate from this one and will import to this device. So how we can do that, I'll just explain you now. I'll show you in the practical way. So we'll just select this one and export the certificate, and we'll put a key, anything whatever you want. Okay, so now we just need to save it, and we'll go to other device, go to the device section and import it. Certificate name site-to-site VPN, browse, open, and we have keys, right? So we'll just give a name here. We'll just give a password, whatever password that we have put it over there, and we have successfully imported the file, the certificate over here. Now here we'll create a new certificate, and which is being signed by the CA authority which we have imported right now, site-to-site VPN. So here site-2 site-2, okay, and we'll just generate this one. So now we have successfully generated both both the devices. We have generated the certificate, and it is signed by the CA authority. So friends, now we'll move further, and we'll configure certificate profile. Why we are configuring a profile? Because this profile can be used with maybe we can use it for user authentication, or maybe SSL authentication, or maybe two-factor authentication. So as this can be used for VPN, so we are just configuring this profile, and we can call this profile to VPN. Okay, so we'll just need to import the CA certificate over here and click OK. And same we'll do with other device as well. So we'll just configure a name, and we'll add a CA certificate, site-to-site, click OK, OK, and do a commit. Commit all the changes, commit all the changes. So friends, the commitment is successful, and now we'll move on to the certificate and we'll see something. Here we can see the CN name is VPN, or we can see as CN is site 1, right? So when you configure the certificate into VPN, you have to specify the CN name. So we have to match some parameters. Either we can match this one or either we can match this one. So as we can see over here, CN is equal to site 1. Okay. Same way, if you go to other device, here it is mentioned as CN is equal to site 2. That is common name, nothing but. Okay. So we'll go to the network, we'll go to IKEv gateway, where we define either a pre-shared key or certificate. So we'll go to the first device, site 1 device, we'll go to the network, IKEv gateways. Here we are defining the certificate. So the local certificate which we are using is site to site 1. Okay, and here we need to define the subject name here. So the subject, if we go here and see, the subject is CN site 2, right? We can change it to other IP address as well. So CN is equal to, okay, cancel it, as we have to define the local identification. So it will be CN is equal to site 1, and the peer will be CN is equal to site 2, right? Permitting the identification payload identification mismatch. I'll explain you later regarding this one once we move to advanced topic or something. So during that time I'll be explaining you. And the certificate profile is VPN, right? Click OK. Same way we have to go here. We have to go to network, go to the iGateways, and I have explained each and everything in my previous video, that how we can configure a site-to-site VPN between two Palo Alto devices. You can check on the I button, or maybe you can check the description as well. Okay. So here we have to define the local CN is equal to site 2, and the remote will be CN is equal to site, okay, site 1-1, okay, and we have to define the certificate profile. Click OK. Now we'll do a commit to both the devices. So friends, now the commitment is successful. Now we'll go and test the connection. We'll go to the PC1 and we'll see the IP address is 1.10, and we'll go to the PC2 and this is 2.10, right? So we'll try and initiate connection towards 2. So we'll go to the run and try to ping 192.168.2.10. As we can see here that it is getting timeout. So what we can do is, as we don't have license with us, we'll go to the monitor and we'll go to the system. As we can see, the IKEv2 negotiation is getting failed, as it says that the CN site 2 does not match the peer. So we'll go to the network and try to see what wrong we have configured. As we can see here that we have given a space over here. That is the reason it is not matching it and it's not working. We'll do a commit. Okay, so once it is committed, we'll again test the connection. So close it and we'll test the connection again, and we'll see whether the connection or the ping is working or not. So as we have configured all the things properly, so it should ping, and it is pinging now. As you can see in the monitor that it is successful. So you can see the negotiation information over here, that what is happening. The key is getting failed, or the negotiation is not correctly followed, or what exactly the issue is. So in this way, you can at least troubleshoot your issue in the real time world, that what are the logs that is getting generated by Palo Alto, and accordingly you can take the steps. It was just a small step that I have showed you. If you understand the concept in IKEv version 2, what are the messages are getting negotiated, you will be having a more idea of it. So I'll highly recommend you to please watch my previous video, because I have explained each and everything, each step in a very detailed manner. Okay, so this is what I wanted to cover in this video. If you like my video, please give it a thumbs up on this video. If you have any suggestion, or if you want to add anything in my video, in my future videos, you can just give me a suggestion, maybe via comment, or maybe you can send me a mail. I'll request you to please subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon so that you never miss a video from me.